In today's session, we are going to discuss about update sets topic, guys. In today's session, we are going to discuss about update sets topic. Okay, update sets is very important one, guys. Remember this point because update sets are used to migrate your development from one instance to another instance. Okay, update sets are used to migrate your development from one instance to another instance. So normally in the organizations, there will be three URLs is what I told you. In every organization, there will be three URLs. One is dev URL, test URL, and prod URL. So, okay, so consider this is dev URL, this is test URL, and this is prod URL. So usually developers will work this URL. So developers will develop something. Whatever developer has developed, that has to be moved to the testing. So that has to be moved to the testing. Once testers have tested it, that has to be moved to the production. So here, guys, it is as simple as it is. So let us take a car as an example. Car will be manufactured at one place. So that car will be shifted to the testing unit using transport facilities such as ships, trains, lorries. So they use some transport facility, right? So this update set is like a transport facility. So to migrate your development from this particular URL to this particular URL, we will use update sets. So to migrate your development from this particular URL to this particular URL, we will use update set. Okay. So update sets are used to migrate your development from one environment to one instance to another instance. So usually developers will work in this particular instance here. So usually developers will work in this particular instance. So development instance. So after the development is completed, they have to move the development to test environment. How do they move the development to test environment? Using update set only, they can move the updates to the test environment. So in that case, we will use update sets. Okay. So now I have actually one personal developer instance, right? I am going to take another personal developer instance as a test instance. Okay. I am going to use another personal developer instance as a test instance. What I am doing is I am going to request another personal developer instance. So I am requesting a new personal developer instance here. So this is a new personal developer instance, guys. Okay. So I am going to use this personal developer instance as test instance. Okay. I'm going to change the password. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just closing this taking this particular URL. So Rasi, we will discuss about glide form again. Okay. Okay. Well, here guys, this is actually one instance dev 222236. This is actually another instance dev 209798. So this one is actually a different instance. This one is actually a different instance. Okay. So if I have to move my development from this particular instance to this particular instance, I have to use update sets. So normally in the organizations, there will be dev URL, there will be dev instance, there will be test instance, there will be prod instance. Okay. But here we don't have a test instance, right? Instead of test instance, I have taken another personal developer instance. Consider this another personal developer instance as test instance. Okay. So consider this another personal developer instance as test instance. Okay. So if you have to move your development from this particular instance to this particular instance, we will use update set. Okay, what I mentioned here. So update sets are used to migrate your development from one instance to another instance. So here, this is actually one instance. This is actually another instance. This instance name is dev 222236. This one is actually dev 209798. This is actually another instance. Okay. So here, first of all, guys, very important thing, when client has given you a requirement, very first thing that you have to do is, before you start your work, very first thing that you have to do is you have to create an update set. So this is very important, guys. So when you are starting your work, before starting your work, you must create an update set. So go to the application navigator, just to type update set. Okay. Go to local update sets, local update sets. Create a new update set. Create a new update set. Okay. So by default, guys, whatever we developed will be captured in the default update set, guys. By default, whatever we do, that will be captured in the default update set. Now I am actually creating a new update set. Okay. Mm, so here you have to create an update set. That is okay. You go to the local update set and create a new update set. When you are creating a new update set, you have to follow some naming conventions. You have to follow some naming convention. Naming convention in the sense that naming convention you have to follow as per your organization. So you have to ask your team lead or you have to ask your manager what is the update set format that we are using. Suppose if you are using requirement number, okay. So let us say story requirement number, developer initial, Uday Gadiparthi. Okay, create table. So version 101. This is the naming convention that we are following. Requirement number, then after that developer initial, Uday Gadiparthi, and create table. Create table is actually requirement short description and the version 1. So you have to follow some naming convention according to your organization. Suppose if you are working for TCS, you have to follow TCS naming convention. If you are working for Deloitte, you have to follow Deloitte naming convention. If you are actually working for KPMG, you have to follow KPMG naming convention. After that, you have to click on submit and make current here. Okay. So remember this point. After providing the naming convention, you have to make sure you are actually clicking on submit and make current. If you don't click on submit and make current, whatever you are doing, that won't be captured in the update set. Okay. So here, if you don't click on submit and make current, okay, if you don't click on submit and make current, whatever you do, that won't be captured in the update set. So you must click on submit and make current, guys. Remember, this is very important. When you are creating an update set, you need to make sure uh, uh, that is a current update set. You have to click on submit and make current. Click on this one. So once you click on this one, that update set will be appearing here. Here it should appear. So this is the current update set. So whatever the update set that we are seeing in this update set only, whatever we are doing will be captured automatically. Remember, we have to create an update set and we need to make that as a current update set. So this is the update set that we created. This is the update set we created. And this is the current update set. Whatever we are seeing here, this is the current update set. So you guys are getting my point. So very important thing. When you are creating an update set, you need to make sure you are clicking on submit and make current. If you don't click on submit and make current, the development won't be captured in the update set automatically. Okay. As we have created this update set, as we have created this update set, and we made this update set as current update set. We made this update set as current update set. Okay. So that after creating the update set, you will start the development. Now what I am doing is I am going to create a table. I am going to create a new table. So PAN card details I am actually creating. I am creating a table called PAN card details. Okay. I am creating a new table here called PAN card details. So whenever I create a table, it will automatically capture in the update set. It will automatically capture in the update set. You can see application menu is created, module is created, table is created, dictionary is created, access control is created. Everything is captured automatically. Whenever you create a table, the table is captured in the update set automatically. Okay. So that is actually captured in the update set automatically. So now I am going to create few more fields in the table. I am going to the layout form. Name on pan. Date of birth, address, address, PAN number, okay. So here I created four fields. So those four fields are also captured in this update set. Those four fields also captured in the update set. Okay. PAN number, name on the PAN, date of birth, address. So these details also captured in the update sets. Whatever, so after creating the update set, whatever you do, that will be captured in the update set automatically. System will automatically capture this development in the update sets. Okay. So then what we will do, whatever the data lookup rules, whatever the process flow, whatever the UI policy, whatever the data policy, whatever the dictionary override, everything that you do will be captured in the update set automatically. Okay, everything that you do will be captured automatically in the update set. Okay, so after completing your development, so what you will do is you will close the update set. You will complete the update set. So once you complete the update set, you will be able to see export XML, export to XML. So I am completing this update set here. So once I complete this update set, you will be able to see export to XML option. Okay. So you can actually download this XML to your local computer. Download this XMLs to your local computer. So this is how you will take the backup, guys. So whenever you request the personal developer instance, create one update set so that every development will be captured in that update set. And whenever you want, you can close that, you can take the backup. This is how you can take the backup. So what I have done, I have completed the update set. I have taken that as an XML in my local computer. You can see in my local computer, I have downloaded an XML file. So in this file, all the development that I have done is stored in this XML file. Okay. So what I have done, first I created an update set. I captured all my development in this update set. I completed the update set. So always remember, once you are completed your work, you have to make sure you complete this update set. Once the update set is complete, so you can export the development as an XML. Okay, you can export the development as an XML. Okay. No, I don't want the development. I want to erase it. So whatever the development that you have done, if you want to erase it, you can click on back out here. Okay. So back out means erasing, guys. Whatever the table that you created, whatever the fields that you created, everything will be erased from the instance. Back out is nothing but erasing. Okay. Back out is nothing but erasing. Whatever the table that you created will be deleted. Whatever the fields that you created will be deleted if you click on back out. Okay. So after completing the development, if you if you want to erase your development, you can click on back out. Okay. So instead of backing out, you will take the XML, export to XML, so that whatever the development that you have done, these 25 customer updates will be downloaded as an XML. Okay. Export to XML means all the development you are actually downloading in the XML format. So in this XML format will have all your development. Okay. So till this point, everybody is clear or not? Everyone. Okay. So then what you have to do, you have to go to another instance. You have to go to another instance here. So this is actually another instance. So the first instance is actually this one, dev 222236. This is actually dev 209798. 209798. So in this instance, what you have to do is you have to go to retrieve completed update sets. Retrieve retrieved update set. Retrieved update set. Import XML. And whatever the XML I downloaded in my local computer, I am actually importing that XML here. Okay. So let me just show you again. So you have to go to retrieve completed update set. Retrieved update sets. Here you scroll down, you will be able to see import update set from XML, or you can click on any of the column options. Click on import XML. Okay, not here guys, not this one, import XML. You have to click on import XML. So whatever the XML file that you downloaded already, you have to import that file here. So you have to upload it. So this is the update set. Okay. So when you upload it, it will be first in the loaded state, guys. When you upload it, first it will be in the loaded state. Okay. So then you have to preview the update set. Then you have to preview the update set. After previewing the update set, you have to commit the update set. Only after the commit, only then you can see the changes in the target instance. Okay, now I committed this one. So now in this instance, I am going to tables. I am going to tables. So I am going to the tables. PAN card details table. So this table I created in my instance, I moved this table to this instance using update set. This table PAN details table, this PAN details table, I have actually created in my instance. I captured them in an update set. Through the update set, I moved this to this particular instance. Do you understand that, guys? Everyone, you can see all the fields: data, birth field, PAN card number, others, the name of the name on PAN. Hmm? Okay. Okay. So what I meant to say is, before you start your development, you have to create an update set and you have to make sure that is a current update set. Submit and make current. Then you will start your development. Once you start your development, it will be automatically captured in the update set. After your development, you will complete it. After completing it, you will actually export it as an XML to your local computer. So then what you will do, you will go to the target instance. This is the target instance. Okay. So in this target instance, you will actually upload an XML. So you use import XML, you will upload the XML. When you upload the XML, first it will be in the loaded state. Then after that, you have to preview the update set. Then you have to preview the update set. Then you have to commit the update set. Okay. So then you have to preview the update set. You have to commit the update set. So after committing the update set, you can see the changes reflected in the target instance. So now you can see PAN details table in the 209798 instance. Okay. So 209 in the 209798 instance, you are able to see the PAN details table. Okay. Okay. That is how you will actually migrate your development from one instance to another instance. Here, one thing to remember very important is you have to remember this one very, you have to remember this point very clearly, guys, because in the test environment, you should never make the changes. So in the test environment, you should never make the changes in the test environment. You have to, as a developer, you have to make the changes in the dev environment only. You should never make the changes on the test environment. Remember, even though it is tough situation, you should not make changes in the test environment. Test environment is for testing only. You should not make changes in the test environment. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now what I am doing is, I forgot to create few fields. I forgot to create few fields on the table. So then what I will do, I'll go to the source instance. I'll go to the source instance. I'll create another update set. I'll create another update. So local update sets. I'm creating another update set. So normally what we do usually, whatever we have already created, we will try to open that. Remember, if the update set is complete, never open that. If the update set is in complete state, never open that. Instead, create a second version. This is first version, right? You have to, I'm actually creating a second version of update set. Version 2. I'm creating a second version of update set. I'm clicking on submit and make current. Okay, I forgot to create few fields, right? I'm going to create few fields now. Other number, name on other. So I created two fields. Those two fields also will be captured in the update set automatically. Those two fields also will be captured in the update set automatically. You can see those two fields are captured. Other on name on other number. So those two fields are actually captured automatically. Then what I am doing is I will actually close it after my development. Once I complete my development, I will actually download it as an XML. I'm downloading all my development as an XML format. I'll go to the target instance. I'll import the file here. I'll import the file here and upload it. First, it will be in the loaded state. Then you have to preview update set. You have to preview update set. You have to commit update set. You have to commit update set. So then what happened? Then the changes will be reflected here. You can see in this particular table, in the PAN card details table, you will be able to see extra fields called Aadhaar number and PAN number. Okay. You can see Aadhaar number and name on name another. So guys, at any cost, you should not make changes in the test environment. You should not make changes in the test environment. It can be any cost. Okay, you should always make the changes, you should always do the development in the dev environment only. So do not touch the test environment. In the test environment, you should not make any changes. Let me give you one example. A car is manufactured at the development unit and that is moved to test environment. In the test environment, you realize that uh, uh, the tires are actually um, shaking. The tires are actually shaking. So what happens? You will actually, if you try to change the tires in the test environment, if you change the tires in the test environment, if you try to modify that in the test environment, what happens is that from the dev environment, all the car tires will be coming as shaking. So in that case, every product will come as a wrong product. So that is why you should never make the changes in the test environment. You should always make the changes in the dev environment. Suppose you changed something in the uh, test environment. This is actually test environment, right? In the test environment, you made these fields uh, mandatory. Okay, Aadhaar number mandatory. You made Aadhaar number mandatory. You made date of birth also mandatory. You made Aadhaar number mandatory and date of birth also mandatory. Okay, fine. So you should never make the changes in the test environment, but you changed it. Okay, you changed it. You should never touch the test environment, but you touch the test environment. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to create a third update set here. I'm going to create a third update set here. Submit and make current. I'm going to the table. Okay. Aadhaar number, date of birth, right? Aadhaar number field, date of birth field. So what I am doing is I am making read only here. So in the test environment, what I have done, I have made it mandatory, right? Here I am making it read only. So these two are actually captured in the update set. These two are captured in the update set. These two fields are actually captured in the update set. Okay. Now I am going to complete this update set. Export to XML. Retrieve completed update sets. Import XML. Okay. Preview update set. So here it is showing some error here. Two errors. So you can see there are two collisions. Collision means conflicts. What is it telling? Find a local update set newer than this one. So found a local update set newer than this one. That means if you make the modifications as a developer, if you make modifications in the test environment, okay. Okay. So if you make the modifications in the test environment, you will get this kind of errors. Okay. So you will make this kind of errors. So in that case, what we will do here, you have to take the actions here, available actions. Okay. You have to take the available actions. What sort of actions you take here? Okay. So here, whatever in the test, whatever in the test that should be removed, and whatever is coming from the dev should be accepted. Means you have to accept remote update. Accept remote update means whatever is there in the dev environment should go to the test environment. You have to use accept remote update. So that means whatever you have done here, in the dev environment, in this particular instance, that should go to this particular instance means you have to use accept remote. No, whatever is already there in the test environment, I want that part. Okay. So whatever is there in the test environment, so I want that one. Okay. So whatever is there in the test environment, I want that part. Okay. So in that case, so you have to use skip remote update. Skip remote update means whatever is there in the test environment I want means you have to use skip remote update. Whatever is there in the dev that should be reflected in the test environment means you have to use accept remote update. So accept remote update means whatever is coming from dev that should be accepted. Here also I am using accept remote update. Okay, then you have to commit the update set. Then you have to commit the update set. Okay. So then you go to the fields here. What is happening? Instead of mandatory, it is getting read only here. Instead of mandatory, it is getting read only here. So that means in the dev, we made it as read only, right? So it has removed mandatory option. It has made read only option. Getting my point? So do you understand how to deal with update set errors? So update set errors, guys. You will get update set errors. So when you get update set errors, you have to take either accept remote update, or skip remote update. So accept remote update means whatever is in the dev should go to the test environment means you have to use accept. Whatever is already there in the test environment, you have to accept as it is means whatever is there in the test, you have to accept as it is means you will use skip remote update. Hope you understand. So when you get preview errors, these are called update set preview errors. Update set preview errors. So when you get update set preview errors, you have to take two actions. One is accept remote update and skip remote update. Accept remote update means whatever is in the dev should come to the test environment. And skip remote update means whatever is there in the test that should be as it is. Okay, whatever is there in the test that should be as it is. Okay. So that is how you will actually migrate your development from one instance to another instance, guys. Now I am going to tell you the second way to migrate your development from one instance to another instance. This is actually second way. Okay. Now what I am doing is here in the test instance, target instance. Okay, in the target instance, I am going to create update source. I am going to create update source. Okay. So remember, I am actually creating update source. Under system update sets, I am creating update source. Okay. So here update source instance is this particular instance URL you have to provide here. Okay. This instance URL you have to provide here. Okay. Instance name I am giving here. Username is admin. The password. Vamsi, you are sleeping, man. Vamsi, I saw that you are sleeping. While lying on the bed, you are listening to the classes. It is not at all a good practice. Vamsi, I red-handedly caught you. Let me unmute you. I have unmuted everyone. So, guys, did you see that Vamsi is sleeping? Guys?
Uday,
Yeah.
due to some like way this back pain, just I did it. Not just now I am sitting on bed only.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, yesterday also I didn't join that one only because I am feeling very back pain now. Actually.
Okay. So you should be very careful, okay? So you
Just now, just now while I am lying only, it is I think video on. Sorry, Uday, sorry. Yeah.
okay. So what I have done, I have created an update source. Okay, update source. So this update source is nothing but source instance URL. This is actually in this particular instance, I have actually provided dev triple two, sorry, 222236. The username and password I have entered here. Okay, so here from this particular URL, whatever the update sets that are completed, I can retrieve it using this button. So using this button, I am connecting to this particular ServiceNow URL, and using this username and password, I am connecting to this particular URL. Okay. Suppose what I am doing is I am going to create a fourth update set. Okay. Go to the local update set. I am going to create a fourth version. So I am going to create two more fields on this one. I am going to create two more fields on this form. Test one, test two. Two fields I created. Save this one. Okay. So I created two fields. Those fields are actually captured in the updates. Those fields are actually captured in the updates. You can see those fields are actually captured in the updates. And then what I am doing is I am completing the updates. So this time I am not actually exporting the XML, guys. This time I am not actually exporting the XML. I am going to the target instance. I am going to the target instance. I am directly clicking on retrieve completed updates. So that whenever I click on this one, what happens? So it will connect to this particular URL using this username and password. It will actually retrieve the completed update sets. I have clicked on retrieve completed update sets. Okay. So now you can see retrieved update sets. The fourth version, you can see this is the latest update set. So instead of downloading the XML and importing the XML, so you have actually directly retrieved it using remote instance. So using this update source, you have connected to source instance and you retrieved the completed update sets. And you can open this one. You can open this one. It is already previewed. You can directly commit it. You can commit this update set. So now you can go to the table, PAN details table. There you will be able to see two fields, test one, test two. So you can see test one field and test two field here. Organizations follow this particular update source remote instance concept, guys. Okay. So instead of downloading the XML and importing the XML, the organizations follow retrieve completed update sets. Okay. Okay. So usually we will actually retrieve the completed update sets from here, and you have to commit that update set. Once you committed, then changes will be reflected here. So normally in the organizations follow remote instance concept, update source concept. You understand my point? What is this remote instance and all? Okay. Yes, we have to enter source instance credentials, URL, and the username and the password. Okay. So here, what will happen is that so that whenever you click on this button, it will actually retrieve the completed update sets. Whatever the update sets that are completed here, that you can retrieve it here, and you can see it under retrieved update sets. Okay, so here you can see test connection. If the target instance is able to connect to the source instance or not, it will check connection is okay, means credentials are correct. Target instance is able to connect to the source instance. Okay, so likewise, we will be retrieving the completed update sets, guys. There are actually two ways to move the update sets. One is actually using download XML and export XML and import XML. Another one is using update source. Update source. Okay. Now you understand how to move the update sets from one instance to another instance. Okay. Guys, your team is working as you are actually working on a particular application. Okay, you are working on a particular application. Okay. Hmm? Just a moment, guys. Okay. Just give me a moment. Yes. Whatever somebody has messaged. Vamsi, I will allow you to ask the questions, Vamsi. Okay. So suppose your team is actually working on one application. Suppose your team is working on one application. So then what you will do, instead of moving one by one, what you can do is you can merge the update sets. You can merge update sets. You can use merge completed sets. Okay, merge completed sets. So what you can do, you can actually create one final update set name. UG.create table. Okay. So what you can do is you can actually filter the update set. Using this filter, you can actually filter the update set where name contains this particular number. Okay. So what you can do is you can just click on merge here. So that what happens, all the update sets, 4 update sets together will be merged as one update set. You can see remaining update sets are kept as ignore and this final update set. So what you can do, you can just complete this update set. Okay. So from here, you can just download the XML or you can retrieve this using update source. So what I am doing is you can, instead of moving the update sets one by one, what you can do is you can merge all the update set as one update set. You can merge all the update sets as one update set. You can you can move that update set to the target instance. Do you understand, guys? What is merging update sets and all? So instead of carrying it one by one, so you are carrying it all together. So you are merging all the update sets. You are merging all the update sets. You are moving it to, okay. So you are merging all the update sets and you are moving it to target instance. You are able to understand the merge update sets concept, guys? Everyone, I have unmuted everyone. Okay. So you created total 4 update sets, right? So instead of moving it one by one, okay, instead of moving it one by one, instead of moving it one by one, okay, what I am doing is I am merging all together these 4 update set as one update set. After merging it as one update set, you can complete that update set. So you can complete this particular update set. After completing this update set, you can export the XML and import the XML, or to the update source, you can directly retrieve the completed update set. Okay. Through the completed update set, the retrieve completed update sets, you can retrieve the merged update set here, and you can preview it, you can commit it. You understand, right? Okay. So when you are merging here, you have to filter, guys, which update sets and all you want to merge. You have to filter here. Okay, using this filter, if you go to the merge completed update sets, you can use this filter here. So whatever the filter that you applied, whatever the filter that you applied, using that, after applying the filter, you can directly click on merge here, so that whatever the filter that you kept, so with that filter, whatever the update sets that you are finding here, so it will merge all the update sets together. It will merge all the update sets together as one update set. And after merging it as one update set, you can actually complete that update set. You can complete that one update set, and you can actually move that to target instance. Well, guys, in the update sets, it is very important to remember is what will be captured and what will not be captured. Okay. So what will be captured in the update set? What will not be captured in the update set? Guys, in the update sets, if you create an incident, I'm going to create another update set here. I'm going to create another update set. Fifth version I am creating. Fifth version I am creating. So in this fifth version of the update set, okay, I have made it as current update set. So in this update set, tables will be captured, fields will be captured, data lookup rules will be captured, sections will be captured, views will be captured, UI policies will be captured, data policies will be captured. So everything will be captured except a few things. So if I create an incident record won't be captured in the update set. If I create a problem record won't be captured in the update set. If I create a change record, it won't be captured in the update set. If I create a user record, it won't be captured in the update set. So if I create a group record, it won't be captured in the update set. If I create a HR case record, it won't be captured in the update set. So then what will be captured and what will not be captured? Okay. What will be captured and what will not be captured? So now I am going to note it down. Tables, fields, forms, sections, views, view rules, UI policies, client scripts, UI policies, client scripts, data policies, okay, data lookup rules, assignment rules, okay. So these all will be captured, and what will not be captured? Okay, incidents, problems, users, groups, change requests, HR cases, scheduled jobs, schedules. Okay. So these will not be captured. These will not be captured, and these will be captured in the update set. Now, guys, I have a straight question. Everything in the ServiceNow is tables only. Everything in the ServiceNow tables only. If you go to the tables, so everything in ServiceNow is tables only. If you create a client script, That client script is stored in the sys underscore script underscore client table. There is a table called sys underscore script underscore client. So in this table, all the client scripts will be stored. Okay. In this table, all the client scripts are stored in this particular table. Okay. So sys underscore UI underscore policy. So in that table, UI policies will be stored. Sys underscore UI underscore. In this UI policy table, UI policies will be stored. Okay. So everything is stored in a table, right? Incident is also a table, right? Why remaining table data is getting captured? Why incident data is not getting captured? See, all these are tables only. So this data is getting captured. This is getting captured in the update set. Then why is these are not getting captured in the update set? Why these are not getting captured in the update set? So I created an update set, right? So in this update set, I am actually creating one scheduled job, one incident. Incident.form. Incident.form. So incident is created. Now you can see incident is captured in the update set or not. We'll see here. Incident is not captured. Incident is not captured. I am going to create a scheduled job. We'll create one job. Okay. You can see the job is captured or not. You can see here the job is also not captured in the update set. Okay. Well, guys, there are few things that will be captured in the update set, like in tables, fields, forms, sections, views, view rules, UI policies, client scripts, data policies, data lookup rules, assignment rules, client scripts, UI actions, UI macros, UI pages. All these things will be captured in the update set. So there are some things which won't be captured in the update set, like incidents, problems, users, groups, change requests, HR cases, scheduled jobs, schedules. So these won't be captured in the update set. So these are also tables only. These are all also tables only. Why these are getting captured? Why these are getting captured in the update set? Why these are not getting captured in the update set? So guys, remember this is very important point. There is an attribute. There is an attribute called update underscore sync attribute. Update underscore sync attribute. So if a table is having this particular attribute, if a table is having this attribute, then that table data only will be captured in the update set. If a table is having this particular attribute, if a table is having this particular attribute, only that table data only will be captured in the update set. If the table is not having this attribute, the table data won't be captured in the update set. If you go to ServiceNow, okay. Okay. So here I'm filtering attributes contains update underscore sync is equal to true. You can see these many tables, 1829 tables having this attribute. 1829 tables is having this attribute. So out of them, client script table is actually one of them. UI policies table is actually one of them. So whatever the table is having this particular update underscore sync is equal to true attribute, whatever the table that is having this update underscore sync attribute is equal to true, this tables data will be automatically captured in the update set. We can see UI policy table is having update underscore sync attribute. So we'll see client script table is having update underscore sync attribute or not, we will see. You can see client script table is also having update underscore sync attribute. We'll see data policies table is actually having sys underscore data. So data policy table is also having update underscore sync attribute. Okay. And we'll see business rule table, sys underscore script. So business rule table is also having sys underscore script. This table is also having update underscore sync attribute. So whichever table is having update underscore sync attribute, update underscore sync is equal to true attribute, that table data will be captured in the update set. And whichever the table, incident table, let us take incident table. So incident table doesn't have that particular attribute, update underscore sync attribute. That is why it won't be captured. So if you take problem table doesn't have that update underscore sync attribute is equal to true. That won't be captured in the update set. If you go to the user table doesn't have that update underscore sync is equal to true attribute. If you go to the group table, okay. So whatever the table that doesn't have update underscore sync is equal to true attribute, those tables data will not be captured in the update set. That is the final logic, guys. Getting my point, everyone? Update sets concept is clear or not? I have unmuted everyone. You can speak and you can unmute yourself and you can ask your questions, guys. Pandya, update set is different.
Uday, one.
Pandya, update set is different. Import set is different. Don't merge these together. Okay.
Okay, sure, Uday. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I got it right now.
Yeah. Vamsi.
Yeah, Uday, one question like this sync attribute true, right? So this will be like the system, like we can't able to change this, like it's not possible to change that false to true, so that is not allowed.
That is not allowed.
Okay. Even admins also can't able to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to move from incident to one to another, like is there any other process, Uday, like instead of update set?
Hmm?
If suppose if I want to move some of the incidents to the one environment to other, so then is there any other process we have to follow, or like there is no process like that?
Okay. So if you have to move an incident from one instance to another instance, okay. So very good question.
Ha ha ha.
Incident dot list. So suppose if you want to move all the incidents, these incidents won't be captured, right? You want to move all the incidents to the another instance. What you can do is you can export the XML.
Mhm.
You can see you can export the XML.
Okay.
You can import the XML.
Mhm.
You can
Okay.
export the XML and same XML file. What you can do is you can go to the target instance.
Okay.
You can go to the incidents list. You have to manually export that and manually import it. Okay. You can import the file something like this one. You can, whatever the things that are not captured in the update set, you can actually export that manually, export XML, and you can import that in the target instance. You have any questions, Vamsi?
No, yeah, that's
Any questions from anyone? Tulsi?
sorry. One last question. Like, while XML, we can select only particular records also, right? While exporting
Yes.
from Excel, right?
Particular
We
record
can
also.
select those and we can export those. Okay.
Right click, export XML.
Okay. So this only record will we can export. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that is how update sets will work, guys. Update sets are actually important, very important, because you have to start your work by creating an update set only. You have to start your work by creating an update set only, guys. Okay. Okay. And keep practicing, and happy weekend, and see you there on Monday session. Okay. Yeah, I'll share the video right after this. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you, and see you there on Monday session. Thank you, everyone.